It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Falcons on Thursday night primetime.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback.
Against him.
A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play. Didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. First and 10, it's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw is taken in by Waddle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play there for Miami. The big play has him all the way out near midfield. midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11th. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 17.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's picked off just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup. Past the 30 to the 32. Second down and 3.
Second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It got his man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Taken in at the 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 41, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. Murray now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Underneath, Ivory. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A final shot before half for Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Nice satisfying run up first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Snags it for the pick. And a foul. He's going to get the football. Here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Chase Young, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They go play action with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'll stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Clock, this is Ivory. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson wants to throw it. On the move to his left. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He finds Ivory here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 6th touchdown of the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where